here we go. Stalker, Lunario, Queen of the Murder Scene. The series continues. Wow. Oh, there's so much going on here. Oh my God.
It's crazy how much I love you. It's crazy how much I want you. It's crazy. Oh, you don't even know.
What was that? That was unreal. Oh my God. Ugh. I'm still like ruminating on that first 20 seconds. Holding the guitar, knowing this is coming up and you gotta do the whole intro. Oh my God. Oh, we're chromatic. Is that major? Oh, this song is so weird. Their choruses are so good. They're so good. Oh, listen to the octave jump. As a singer, I always hated octave jumps. I always thought they were so hard. There are elements to like classic rock music that the Warning uses really well in their songs. Cool thing. That was wild. That was. Oh. So I'm like very gradually making my way through this song because I'm so just I'm almost like captivated by how that first minute went. I'm racking my brain and I don't think I have heard The Warning play a piece of music for any length quite like that before. It was wonderfully jarring, and I've kind of had those feelings a couple times going through Queen of the Murder Scene, where I guess they're musically keeping me on my toes, which I definitely appreciate. Kind of watching Daniela sit down and work her way through the intro was neat, but I also, like, as someone that's performed in front of people before, there is almost like this, like, I don't know what is going on here. It's, it would also help if I knew where it was in the show, but I think, like, let's just say it's somewhere in the middle. You know what? Now I'm curious. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I just worked out in my head what I think, my opinion, I was watching here. As a performer, I shouldn't, like, not as a current performer, but the times where I've been on stage, it can be tough to shift gears. And follow me on this, because, again, I'm just kind of piecing all of this together. One, I will say, not used to seeing any of the members of this band in this setting before. It's very quiet and, something kind of soft is being played. But I think there's a lot happening here when it's just you. Like, this is a great chance for, Paulina, take a sip of water, Alejandra before she comes in the second part. So now it's just Daniela. You are now at the forefront. You're playing this piece, but also, like, the microphone's not quite at the right level. Can I see the keys okay? Because the lighting is kind of dim. I'm also holding a guitar still strapped around me. Like, there's a lot going on here, and I think she handled it about as well as anybody could in this scenario. And the other thing that I had just mentioned about shifting gears, so this is what I'm thinking. This was the 7th song in the set list. 7th song in the set list. Good tongue twister. When you're up and you have this audience that is just giving you everything you are giving them, and it's high energy and it's rock music and you're doing all that, then you get to song number 7 and you got to sit down in front of a keyboard or piano, whatever. But you got to sit there in front of the piano, and you're not da 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 da. No, you gotta bum bum. You're downshifting after you've been living up here. Your life as a rock star has been up here for the last, I don't know, 20 something minutes. You got to bring it down for a second. And I think that's hard. I think that's very challenging. I also think the click track probably popped in at a weird time too, because she had the tempo and then it kind of like jumped there for a second. Like I said, there's a lot going on. You're singing, you're playing these chords, guitar still strapped around you, and then you got to get up and go back to the front and sing again. And then, oh, by the way, go back and sit down at the end after having all of this come through you. Like, I've done the stage presence thing. I'm not going to do it here again for like the umpteenth time. But it's just like another example of how strong they are as performers. And specifically here, Daniela, how strong a performer Daniela is. The hair's in the way. It's a lot of moving pieces, guys. Maybe these aren't the things that a person would think about, while they're watching this. But that's where my mind goes. At least, is like, logistically, how many things am I responsible for? And then how am I going to do all of these things to the best of my ability? We had singing, chords, adrenaline dump, guitar strapped around you, hair in the way, microphone out of place, maybe a click track coming in at an odd time too. So that's like 8. Then I got to go back. It's crazy. 9. Turn off the keyboard. Is there a 10th? 10. You're live in front of people, and you can't screw up because you're the only doer. That's a lot to be responsible for in the course of a minute out of now 27, 28 minutes on stage. it might be a lot of time to like sit and fixate on one thing, but I don't know. I felt the need to kind of stop and highlight this moment in the show, because the more I look at it and the more I think about it, the grander it becomes to me. There were points in the song where I was able to kind of predict like where the notes were going, because if you listen to enough music, like you'll start to know where your path is taking you. That happened a couple times in the song too. And I always like it when bands can take sounds and songs and note progressions and chord progressions, make it sound like it's their own. It's one of the things that has kept me coming back to The Warning and wanting to listen to their music, is the fact that they can take stuff that I've heard so many times before and will continue to hear and like repackage it, repurpose it, make it sound like it's their own. So in the beginning, you know, we're still in C minor. Musically, this does a couple things. I think I've figured out. Again, disclaimer, music theory, not my strong point. I like to talk about this stuff. I think it's interesting. Because my brain tries to put it all together, but I don't always just do a great job of like explaining it, and I probably use terminology wrong, so like bear with me here. You have minor key progressions and chromatic progressions, but also the major scale I think comes in at one point. I think the fill that Alejandro plays is a major 3-note major scale. I taught myself this. It starts on a C minor, which is used all the time. Great use of it here. Oh, God, one more thing that I was thinking of, the Daniela, so 11 things, is at one point she's playing the C octave with her left hand and the 3-note scales with her right hand, I think. Let me go back and double check that. And then I think she's going to move hands. Let me see. Oh, that's right. She's playing lead with her right. There's the click track. Okay. One more thing. Yeah, that's right. The intro, she plays the lower chords with her left hand, and she's playing the melody, the, what is it, C6, C5? Yeah, that. With her right hand, she's going to switch hands. I don't know if that's a technique that, like, very elementary level piano players have. How common it is, I don't know. But yeah, all that's going on. So left hand's chord, right hand lead. Right hand now is playing the chords. Left hand, what do we do with it? Let's get the hair out of our face. I don't know. Move the microphone. Again, a lot going on. Add that to the list. So your chord progression, we go C minor to A flat to, it is E flat to G. Ooh, that progression. Da, da. Oh, no, not that. Da, da. It's great voicing. And it sets up that chromatic bit really, really nicely. Here, back to that C minor. And then half step. Another half step. Not bad, considering I'm not using a piano keyboard. I'm using a regular keyboard. See if I can play along with it. Never done a piano cover before. That was fun. Yeah. A channel first is me covering something on the piano. Not using a real keyboard, by the way, but an actual computer keyboard. I just did that whole thing. Key mapped like that. Pretty cool. Is this Paulina playing piano? The Warning Army just doing great work. What besides being just wonderfully supportive of these videos that I do on the Warning. Thank you for that. Also posting. So this is a couple years ago. Paulina is apparently playing the piano where I guess they write a lot of their music. She gives this whole introduction about, like, I haven't played this in a while. It's one of my favorite songs that we wrote for Queen of the Murder Scene. We're going to watch Paulina play Stalker on piano, and I'm kind of excited to hear what this sounds like. Yeah, why am I talking still? It's a very pretty melody.
Look at me, my dear.
I got goosebumps like instantaneously.
Look at me, my dear. I love you so much, 'cause I am yours and you
That was great. I love it.
I'll hold you, my dear. I'll hold you, my dear. I'll lock the door, 'cause I am yours and you.
That's their drummer. Their drummer
I got that wrong.
sings so well.
It's crazy how much I love you. It's crazy how much I want you. It's crazy how you don't even know. It's crazy how much I think about you. It's crazy how I can live without you. It's crazy how my love seems to grow. I'm a maniac when it comes to you. I'm obsessed with how we both could be. The possibilities.
This is
It's
really
crazy
good.
how I need to have it. It's crazy. It's an ugly habit. Yes, or no whichever. I'll have you someday. I'll have you forever. Say I'm yours, my
Do you guys understand why I love chromatic note sequences so much? They're such a tone setter. They're so good. And when they're used in different ways like this, like, you can really elicit some
It's crazy.
big emotion for people who listen to this. I'm dying.
How much I want you, it's crazy. How you don't even know. It's crazy how much I think about you. It's crazy how I can live without you. It's crazy how my love seems to grow.
This girl is so goddamn talented.
Like, I'm obsessed with what we both could be. The possibilities. It's crazy how I need to have it. It's crazy. It's an ugly habit. Yes, or no whichever. I'll have you someday.
There it is. Oh my god.
Let me in your heart. Want you to want me. Heart. Like I've done from the start. Want you to love me. Touch. Let me in your heart. Want you to want
Okay. Her voice cuts through me like a knife. It is. I love her voice. I don't know. I've heard her sing. I've heard Paulina sing before, but not in a context quite like that. That's the like all three of these sisters are so they're stupidly talented. It's crazy how freaking good they are. I'm glad I found that. I am very happy I found that and that I listened to it. Pauline is a absolute animal when it comes to all things music. Beast. I already did the piano. I know the piano part. Let's see if I can go learn some bass. I will be right back.
Crazy how much I love you. It's crazy how much I want you. It's crazy. Oh, you don't even know. It's crazy how much I think about you. It's crazy how I can live without you. It's crazy how my love used to grow. I'm a maniac when it comes to you. I'm obsessed with what we both could be. The possibility. Forever. Look at me, my dear. Look at me, my dear. I love you so. What don't you know that you are Say I'm yours, my dear. Say I'm yours, my dear. I'll lock the door before you go. Say it again. It's crazy. It's crazy. How much I want you. It's crazy. Oh, you don't even know. It's crazy how much I think about you. It's crazy how I can live without you. It's crazy how my love is to grow. I'm a maniac when it comes to you. I'm obsessed with what we both could be. The possibilities. It's crazy how I need to have it. It's crazy you can only have it. Yes, I know each other. I'll have you someday. Want to love me, touch me, let me in your heart. Want me, haunt me, like I'm told from the start. Want to love me, touch me. Let me in your heart. Want to want me, haunt me, like I've done from the start. Look at me, my dear. Look at me, my dear. I love you so, 'cause I am yours and you are mine.
If you made it to this point of the video, thank you for watching up until now. This has taken me like so long to do. I'm very sorry. My hair has grown out since I did that reaction. I really like this one. I really, really liked listening to this. And I would say it was even more fun to kind of go back and almost to go back and listen to it again, sort of with the mindset that I normally do my reactions with, only this time, like knowing the song and going back to it many days later. I definitely missed Paulina breaking a drumstick. I think she broke a drumstick, just casually reaching down and magically producing another drumstick from this bucket that I had never noticed before. It's also really cool to see like how they have progressed as musicians. Even since this live performance at Lunario, but watching a couple that were just a few years later, and definitely seeing like more confidence while performing the piece live is a neat thing to see. Again, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this took as long as it did. But in the meantime, some of the other stuff that you might have noticed, it's okay if you haven't. Doing more, I shouldn't say doing more because I haven't really done ever. But I'm also highlighting some of the gaming aspects of my channel, which I haven't really done before. I used to game all the time, and I don't do it nearly as much. There was a Steam sale, and that always gets me going. So a little Resident Evil 4 is on the channel. Repo is out now, and Repo has been a lot of fun to the point where I've basically been streaming every night. I don't think it'll ever become the like main focus of this channel because I love music, but it's just a change of pace. So thank you once again. Looking forward to Red Hands Never Fade, and I'll get to that as soon as possible. So thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Roll credits.